Myers here, and Henry Hill. Who?
Henry Hill's not Harry Hill.
Harry Hill. We're at C2E2 in Chicago. McCormick Place. We're walking around. It's packed. It's hot. What are we going to do next?
We're going to get lit all day. A lot of merch to see. A lot of awesome things that we're picking up here. Avengers poster. Infinity War. Endgame, sorry. Not Infinity War.
Endgame.
Anyways, back to you, Sport.
Bruce. We're going to keep walking around.
Hello.
Hello, right? Hello.
We'll throw that one.
What'd you get there? Did you get a postcard?
Got another postcard. It's a weird thing. It looks like it takes place in Joliet.
Anyways, back to you guys.
Back to us in the studio.
Not in the studio.
Great time.
How's it feel to be at C2E2, Chris?
Great.
Yeah, well, what's your favorite part?
These costumes right here. Just those. Only those two. That's it. You should ask him though. He's got really good opinions.
Hi, I'm here with Henry Hill, live at
Hey,
C2E2. How's it feel?
It feels fucking great. This is a great time.
Are you trying to start a revolution here?
You can't have a revolution if you don't have Galaxy Hero, man.
What's in there?
Well, a nice blend of hops and some alcohol.
Here with my beautiful wife at C2E2 getting lit. What do you like about C2E2?
The beer.
That's it.
I like all the beautiful people. Take a look, my sport. Look around.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Paul, and we have one more guest coming on stage. Please welcome Paul Rudd.
Hi.
Welcome.
I'm so sorry that I'm late.
How do you sit here?
Oh.
I think you guys would still be together if we were to ever do a sequel to.
They would say, "You guys are still together? Wow, and you're still kind of related."
But you know what's interesting is I read that Amy Heckerling's grandparents were stepbrother and sister, and that's where she sort of got the idea for the relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know that? Nope. You guys know that?
No.
That's a little weird.
You guys were the
sounds right.
You guys were the sexiest, sexy siblings hooking up.
Life imitates art, and art imitates life.
That's right.
In a movie filled with fashion, known for obviously these iconic outfits, you got a little left out of that. You were rolling around in t-shirts and jeans.
Right.
What was it like to sort of be the slightly older, slightly removed character in the film?
I felt, I felt a little bit like, you know, in Dazed and Confused, Matthew McConaughey is older than the rest of the crowd, but he still kind of hangs out with the gang. And I felt a little bit like that. But that was honestly one of the scenes that was really fun, was that wedding scene, because everyone was there, and it felt like, oh, yeah, you guys have been filming all of your scenes at school, and I'm just hanging out with Dan Hedaya in the dining room, and who's great, by the way. But it was like, oh yeah, you're all having so much fun. I was a little bit on the outside, but it was. I mean, I loved working with Alicia and these guys. You know, we even lived together, as you said, like for a little bit right after the movie, because I.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And it was a blast, the whole thing. And as far as the clothes, half of them were my own, because I actually
They blew the wardrobe budget.
that was my own Amnesty T-shirt.
Oh, that's so funny.
My own KU hat, which they lost, by the way, after that movie. Yeah, I had that hat for.
And that was your own Nickelback little goatee.
That was my
thing.
real goatee. Yeah, that was not mega. I grew that myself.
That's amazing. Well, if I understand correctly, it was quite a long, road for the project to get to the screen, and also kind of casting process. So once you guys all finally met and sat together for the first table read, did you realize sort of the magic of the movie then, or what was the vibe in the room?
I don't remember a table read.
Remember the table read either.
I do.
You do?
So what happened? Tell us.
You guys don't remember the table
No,
read?
I don't think we had one.
Do you remember? It was at, it was like we were sitting around in like a big square, and I want to say I think it might have been at a studio.
Was it Paramount?
You're thinking about rehearsals
I would
at
think
Paramount?
it was at Paramount, but afterwards we were all sitting around, and we didn't really know each other at all, but there was a bar, restaurant, kind of like a bar, restaurant. It was a bar, and around the corner that I used to go to, and I was like, well, you guys, let's all go get something to eat and have a drink. And we all went together. It was at St. Nick's. It was like over like La Cienega and 3rd Street.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait.
And we all, and I remember, because I'd been there, and they just kind of like let us all in. I was like, oh, I don't think half the people here can actually be in a bar.
No, I couldn't. No.
No.
My 21st birthday, you guys might not remember this, but the 3 of you took me out for my 21st birthday. Do you remember that?
I was there?
All 3 of... Yes, you were there. Yes. Yes.
Do you remember making the film?
Yeah. She has most of the 90s blocked out.
Tell us more about the birthday. Tell us more, Donald.
We ran into Johnny from The Karate Kid that night.
William Zabka.
And we went to Jones on 3rd for a hot second. You don't remember this. You don't remember this. I tell this story everywhere I go, and you don't remember this?
Can you give me some more? Give me some more.
Wait a minute, we ran into Billy Zabka that night?
Yeah, we might.
Karate Kid, bad guy from Karate Kid?
Yeah.
He was here.
Yeah.
When?
I saw him yesterday.
Was he like, I ran into you at Jones on 3rd, don't you remember?
I said, I don't know if years ago, I met you. I talked to you for a while. It was at a bar. We're like, where? He goes, was it Jones? Neither one of us could remember the
I am
circumstances.
putting it together for you.
It was your
now.
birthday.
It was my birthday. Dude, yes.
Even making connections on your birthday for people.
Bam.
The show first aired. Is that crazy to hear and think about, or are you like, yep, 20 years, that sounds right?
No, it's always crazy to think 20 years because I feel like I'm 15 still anyway. So,
in some ways.
In other ways, I feel like I'm 90. My sleep schedule, particularly.
Yeah, doing that like 3 hours a night, like
Oh yeah.
that's how I imagine 90-year-old people sleep. I don't know.
3 hours?
No, they sleep a lot more than that.
Yeah, I think
Is
you go
that-
back to being like a teenager where you want to sleep till 2 p.m.
Oh, I just assumed
And then you still eat dinner at 6.
Yeah, so it's a lot of like, it is sort of the schedule of a baby, I guess.
Yeah, you're just like super awake, but only for 6 hours.
Yeah,
What are we talking about again?
freaks and geeks.
Right.
So
Yeah. Good, yeah, we stay on topic real
we'll
good.
stay
so
on topic.
No need to keep us there.
Yeah. So was there a sense for you guys day one when you walked onto set that the show was special? Like,
Yes, I had never done anything before that.
So anything would have been special.
That's right. Well, that's what I was about to say. It was quite an experience, regardless of the quality. But I knew that there was something really neat about it, just in reading the script and realizing that it was way different, a serious departure from the Nickelodeon, Disney Channel shows that I was not getting at the time.
But the good thing about C2E2, we got to see AMC did 2 panels this year, premieres, and screeners, and they did the premiere of the brand new show, Nosferatu, created by Joe Hill. We're huge fans of Joe Hill here at Cinephellas. Stephen King's son.
Who is a novelist himself now.
Yes, he's making a name for himself. They're doing, well, he's co-creator of one of my favorite graphic novel series ever, Lock and Key, and they're adapting that, I think, on Hulu now, or Netflix, Hulu. 10 episodes. I'm really excited about that, but they premiered Nosferatu, starring Zachary Quinto.
Yep, and he has really cool looking makeup on. He really looks like a really old, you don't know how exactly old, but
yeah,
it's kind of ancient.
Ancient, yeah, and he's like an evil, demonic figure, I guess. I don't know if he's the devil or if he's a vampire or whatever.
Yeah.
But demonic entity. He plays Charlie Manx. So overall, I'm going to give the pilot episode of Nosferatu a 3 out of 5 Nosferatu hair pieces. Whoa! What are you going to give it? Woo!
3.5 out of 5 hair pieces.